Hello and welcome back to Mischief Gaming. I'm your host Bob Zombie, and we're in the month of October. So let's look at something scary, shall we? Emily Wants to Play is an indie horror title I discovered while browsing the PlayStation Store recently. And from the looks of the thumbnail, as well as some of the screenshots of the game, I thought it would be a complete pile of shit. Well, fuck me, because it's actually pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not the next Super Mario 64 or anything. Hell, it's gonna be far from it. But it actually pulls off what it wants to do. You play as a pizza delivery boy who just walks into someone's house on a rainy night. Now, I don't know about you, but if the pizza delivery guy came up into my house like that, I'd be pretty pissed off. And you know what? Whatever happens to this guy, he fucking deserves it. You don't just walk into someone's fucking house. I got no sympathy. No sympathy for this motherfucker right here, okay? You said no, you knock, and if they don't answer, you call, and then you drive away. You don't just fucking hop up into someone's crib. It's fucked up. So after a while of just wandering the stranger's house, you can find notes that look like they're done in fucking Microsoft Paint. And I really don't know what's with these horror games and using Microsoft Paint. Like, I don't know why they couldn't be a little bit more creative. You know, maybe just use text. I don't know. Just something else. I understand it's supposed to be a kid, it's supposed to be kids' drawings, but it's getting old here. I've seen it in one too many fucking indie horror titles as of late. But besides the notes, you can find tape recordings that further explain what happened to the family in the story of what's going on. But whoever did the acting for these tapes sounds like they're bored out of their fucking mind. It almost sounds like this person has been, like, forced to do it as a favor for the developer. Like, you know, maybe it's their sister or something. Like, oh, man, can you just do the voice? Come on. You remember when I hooked you up? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, Randall, I remember. What's the voice? What do I gotta do? The doctor said it might help with my depression, but I don't know. Oh, me, blah, blah. It's just boring. It's a real boring take.
A tape record? Oh, here it is.
Put it in the radio.
My psychiatrist says I should start recording a log to help with my depression. He doesn't know. It's all about.
Oh, the flashlight.
I can't tell him anything about that.
How do I pick it?
Maybe it'll help.
You can also find a flashlight, which is really helpful, as well as these creepy dolls just chilling about the house. And then after an hour, the clock rings and the fun begins. The dolls are alive, and they want to jump scare the fuck out of you. This game is like a more interactive version of Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, you have 4 things trying to kill you, and you have to survive on an hour-by-hour basis, as well as something to do with pizza. You see, in Five Nights at Freddy's, you played as a security guard in a pizzeria. In Emily Wants to Play, you play as a delivery boy. Perhaps he's delivering Freddy Fazbear's pizza. Who knows? Maybe the clown, Mr. Tatters, is Balloon Boy's father. I don't know. But that's just a theory. Again. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, anyhow. Every hour they add another doll, which you have to figure out how to beat. You feel pretty good about it when you discover what to do. And the game even gives you a hint via the board in the kitchen. However, this board sometimes lies to you and is also gonna mock you throughout the game, and it's a little asshole. That board's a little asshole. Fuck that board. The enemies in this game all have pretty good designs, except for maybe one. Kiki, being the best in my opinion, looks creepy as shit. Like, she's just unsettling and spooky and awesome. Awesome job. But she may come across as an Omen / like the Ring Girl ripoff. So keep that in mind. Mr. Tatters as a clown is the easiest one to avoid, but I like his jump scares and the sound he makes a lot, so thumbs up to Mr. Tatters. The puppet is just fucking stupid and cheap. I mean, he's stupid in his design because he's just one of those fucking old school puppets, and it's just bad. It's just a bad design. It looks like some Goosebump ripoff bullshit, and his jump scares aren't even scary. They're just annoying. He runs at you and he yells, and then he tosses you down, and it's not scary. It's totally throws off the other two, and I really wish she wasn't in the game. Emily herself, it's pretty unsettling. But I think Kiki just did a better job of being the female kind of spooky thing. The jump scares aren't the only thing in this game that are going to scare you. You see the doors open and close by themselves, and the light switches turn off when you keep turning them back on, which can panic some players into screwing themselves over. So keep that in mind while you're playing. The sound of this game is pretty good, but nothing to write home about. You know, whatever. Now the game, at least for me, is really fucking hard. And it's really frustrating. Just like Five Nights at Freddy's. And it may come across as unfair. I thought it was unfair when it started throwing two enemies at me. Where the rules were, don't move. And the other ones, I'm gonna run at you, move. So, you know what? I was just fucked. No matter what I did, I was gonna die. And it just felt like luck. There was nothing I can do. The other thing that kind of was a little weird was there's a secret basement. You can go in the basement and you can explore and you can find hidden story elements via the tape recording. But if one of the enemies spawns, he takes up the whole basement and you have to leave the basement. Well, the basement's so huge you can't leave it and you're kind of just screwed. And you're kind of taking away story elements, and it just cheapens it up, and I don't like the one thing's mechanic, so that is a real bummer. The good thing about dying, though, is it only makes you restart that hour that you just started, or whatever. You're not losing that much progress, unless you're really close to finishing that hour, which sucks. I will say this, it will be frustrating to restart and restart and restart. And you can die like 3 times in a row, and really quickly too in this game. And there's not much you can do about it because it's all randomly like generated. The only thing that does suck when you die is you have to hear the chiming of the fucking clock every single fucking time, and it gets fucking annoying. And you're gonna want to take your PlayStation 4 and throw it the fuck across the room because it's just that frustrating.
Pizza. And she's pretty pissed off because he didn't bring it in with you.
30 minutes or less, or it's free.
Exactly.
But all in all, I have to say, for the price and what this game is trying to do, if it sounds like your cup of tea, pick it up. You're gonna have fun with it. If not, watch a Let's Player, and you'll save yourself the time, and you'll still get the jump scares that you want out of it. You know, all you need is the sound, and that's all. It's all you really need. Because the story in this game is not worth it. You get to that ending, it's pretty disappointing. But thank you for tuning into this episode of the Mischief Gaming Show. I'm your host, Bob Zombie, and for more spooky content, keep it here to the Mischief Gaming Show, because all October month long, I'm going to be bringing you some horror-themed videos that I'm sure you'll enjoy. And for your added entertainment, I'm going to throw up a review for you. Actually, the first review I've ever did, and possibly a couple other videos. I'm not sure yet. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new, this is your first time watching a Mischief Gaming video, you know, feel free to subscribe if you like it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Leave me a comment in the comments of why you didn't like it. Maybe don't agree with me. Whatever, you know, just let me know what you want me to prove. If you do like it, want to give me a little shout out, man, feel free to throw it in the comments. Give me a like up. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next time on the Mischief Gaming Show.